60-minute live yoga class, starting with a warm-up, and then we will proceed into practice. I'll meet you on your mat. We're going to start standing. For today's class, let's have our mat in a vertical alignment. And we're going to start at the rear of our mat. Standing tall, shoulders relaxing. Let's place our hands on our waist. All right, and then as we inhale, we're going to step forward with our left foot. Take a big breath and step forward with the left foot. And we're going to guide that left knee to bend. So take your time bending your front knee. Let your weight guide into your hips. All right, and you can do some gentle pulses. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Good. Next breath, we're going to step the back leg forward. Let's breathe. Step the back leg forward. Bend both knees. And now we're going to step the left leg back. Breathe. Step it back. Lift your heart up. And relax shoulders. And again, we can get into the micro pulses down to really just open up the hips. Very good. Up, down, up, down. Next breath, we're going to step forward with the back leg. Let's breathe. Step forward. Keep the knees bending. And then we're going to just release forward, guiding the arms forward, keeping our eyes open, and allowing the palms to rest on our mat. Lift your sit bones up by lifting your glutes up and begin to straighten legs, placing your palms on your shins, straightening elbows, and we're going to press the heart forward. And we're pressing forward to a flat back forward fold. Allow all the weight of the body to guide into your heels. And just keep lifting the glute muscles. Keep the tip of the nose pointing downward so your neck can be neutral. Breathe into your stretch. We're stretching leg muscles, so good for the body. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we exhale, we're going to bend our knees, release our shins, let our shoulder blades spread across the back. Just hang like a rag doll, guiding the belly inward. We want to activate the lower abdominal wall. And just now let's focus on the arms. Rotate palms to face each other and then away from each other. Palms face each other, away. We're activating the shoulder joints, ligaments in the shoulders, elbows, wrists. Move the fingers as well. Circle your hands and activate the wrists. Circle hands inward. Bend the fingers, straighten. Bend the fingers, straighten. Inhale, rise up slowly. Guide the navel inward as you're rising up. Let your palms face forward. Keep lifting your heart up. We're going to guide our fingertips towards the sky, filling the lungs completely. On the exhale breath, rotate the arms in. Allow the palms to touch. On the exhale, release the elbows to bend and actively press your palms together. Keep lifting your heart up. Notice how the weight of the body is rooted in the heels. We'll meet up, thumbs resting on sternum. Inhale breath, right knee bends, right heel rises. We're going to circle that right foot outward. Yes. Excellent movement. Let's circle the foot inward, activating the tendons in the feet and toes. So good for the body. Next breath, allow the heel to release downward. We're straightening both legs with a lifted heart and relaxed shoulders. Next breath, opposite knee bends, the opposite heel rises. Wonderful flow. We're circling the foot outward as we're breathing. The breath guides oxygen-rich blood to flow to the extremities of the feet and toes. Let's circle the foot inward. Awesome movement. And it's also good for balance. We're balancing on one leg. From here, we'll release the heel downward, and we're going to look down towards the tips of the fingers. Guide your chin towards your collarbone. See if you can rest your chin on your collarbone. Be sure to relax your shoulders. Guide the navel inward. Slowly tilt your head to the left. On the exhale, bring the chin back to the collarbone. Inhale, tilt your head to the right. Go at your own pace. On the exhale, chin flows back to the collarbone. Inhale, we lift the head, lift the heart, and relax the shoulders. Guide the arms to extend forward. Release the arms outward with a lifted heart. Guide the arms overhead. release down, palms facing away from the body. Let's step the feet out. Since we're in a vertical alignment, just put your feet on either edge of the mat. So your feet are a little more than hip width apart. We're going to bend the knees, focusing on our hips. Guide the hips to the right, center, left, center. Breathe into it, right, center, left, center. Good. We're going to go right and we're going to go back. We're going to make a circle. Circle your hips and get your spine involved. Breathe. Let's do 2 rotations. Excellent flow. From here, after the second rotation, lift the heart. We're going to go opposite direction. Opposite, back, side, and front. Breathing, yes. Nice and fluid motion. Get the muscles in the back involved. 2 rotations. Awesome flow. Very nice. From here, return to the neutral spine. Heel toe the feet inward so your thighs will touch. With thighs touching, elbows bend, palms touch. And now we'll gaze downward. This will be our moment of reflection. If we choose, we can set an intention or dedication for our practice as we connect with our heart energy. Let's take a cleansing breath. We're going to blink our eyes open a little wider. Relax the elbows. We are now prepared to start our yoga practice for today. Let's start today in a warrior 1. So make sure you're far back enough that you can take a big step forward. You might have to reposition yourself on your mat. Right? On the inhale breath, we're going to step forward with the left leg. The deeper you step your leg forward, the deeper you will go into your warrior 1 posture. All 10 toes are pointing in the same direction. Okay, great. Now, guide the front knee to flow to bending. The back toes will flow to a diagonal. So the right toes are no longer directly in front. The right toes are in a diagonal. We have our hip points squared forward. The front knee positioned over the ankle, not the toes. Next breath, we're going to lift the arms up. Very good. Nice adjustment. Inhale, arms flow upward. And then we release the palms. So the arms are now parallel. Notice how nice and straight your fingers are. And actively squeeze those elbows to make your elbows nice and straight. The elbows are a very important hinge joint in our body. And when we squeeze the elbows, we engage our bicep and tricep muscles. So good for the body. Let's take another full breath. And as we exhale, we're going to guide the left arm to lower in front. The right arm lowers in back. Palms are facing down. And actively gaze past your front fingers. Be sure to relax your shoulders. Guide your navel inward each time you exhale as you connect in your warrior 2 posture. From here, let's take another breath. We're inhaling through the nostrils. When we release the breath, we release the right arm downward so the right palm touches the right thigh, and now left palm faces up. On the inhale breath, we flow to our reverse warrior. Inhale, lift up the left arm. Keep your front knee bending. And we're going to guide those fingertips to sweep across the sky, lifting the heart upward. And if we want to go deeper into the posture, we can bend the right elbow, placing the forearm behind the back. So either the right thigh is touching either the right palm is touching your right thigh, or your right forearm is behind your back for your reverse warrior. Notice the flow of your breath and your heart rhythm as you're strengthening the spine and opening the hips. From here, we're going to take a breath. And as we release the breath, we release the left arm forward. If the right elbow is bending, let's straighten it. We're going to flow back to the warrior 2 posture, palms facing down. What an awesome flow. From here, we're going to take a breath and guide the right arm to flow forward. Arms return to parallel. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, guide your heart forward towards the bending leg. We're going to release downward, arms lowering. Spread your fingers as widely as you can. We're going to frame the front foot with both hands. Rotate the back foot so your right heel is lifted. With your right heel lifted, all 10 toes are pointing in the same direction as we prepare for down dog. Let's breathe and step the left foot forward. Front foot steps back. We breathe. We press the heart closer to our thighs. We guide the tailbone up. We make adjustments. We might have to walk the hands closer to the feet depending on how long our legs are, how long the arms are. We're encouraging the heels to release towards the mat, but we know we don't have to strain. It's okay if our heels hover. More importantly, we want to encourage the legs to straighten, the knees to be straight. But if you can't, always listen to your body, trust your body's abilities, and breathe, moving slowly. Eyes remain open, the chin is flowing towards our collarbone. What a wonderful down dog. An inverted yoga posture to strengthen our nervous and circulatory system. This is a wonderful way for us to take good care of our bodies. From here, we're going to take a breath. We're going to focus on our right knee. We're going to inhale, bend the right knee towards the chest. The belly is flowing inward as we bend that right knee. The right foot is lifted off of the mat. Our next breath allows us to shift the weight of the body forward. We're going to step that right foot between our thumbs. Guide the sole of the foot to the mat. Rotate the back heel so that the back toes are at a diagonal. Front heel, back heel make an imaginary line. Front knee is bending. On the inhale, we rise up to Warrior One. When you're ready, breathe. Lift the heart up, focus on the heart. Guide your navel inward, elbows straight, fingers straight. Don't rush, take your time. Be nice and fluid. As we guide our fingertips to the sky, we relax our shoulders. Also relax your low jaw. Allow your tongue to rest in low jaw. Find peace within this Warrior One posture. Let's take a cleansing breath through our nose. As we release the breath, we release the arms downward. And always go at your own pace. Don't let my cues rush you. We will meet up with the arms shoulder level, palms facing downward, and our fingers are straight. The head is turned forward so we can gaze past our front fingers. In yoga, the gaze is called dristi. So we connect with the dristi by gazing intently. This strengthens our eye muscles and also improves our focus. Let's take another full breath. As we release the breath, we release the left arm downward. The left palm connects with left thigh. Right palm faces up. Inhale, we're going to lift up the right arm. Lift your head, lift your chest. Allow your breath to connect with the heart rhythm. If you want to go deeper in this reverse warrior, you can bend that left elbow and guide the forearm behind your back. What a wonderful way to invite flexibility into the spine and hips as we tone up the leg muscles. So many benefits in this reverse warrior posture. So good for the body. From here, let's take another breath. And as we exhale, we're going to begin to lower the front arm. The right arm's lowering. The left arm is either straightening or flowing back so we can connect with our Warrior Two. Turning the head forward and allowing the shoulders to relax each time we exhale. On the inhale breath, we guide the left arm forward so we can frame the front leg, yes, with both arms. Let's breathe a little deeper. On the exhale, guide the heart forward. We're going to release down. We're spreading the fingers as widely as we can. And we're going to place the hands on either side of the front foot. Notice how widely you've spread your fingers. Rotate the back heel so that the back toes point to the front of the room. Time to step back to a down dog. Let's breathe. When you're ready, step it back. As you step it back, notice how the front the front hand is directly in front of the respective foot. So left hand behind left foot, right hand behind right foot, elbows straight. We're gazing towards our thighs. We want to really neutralize the neck, and we're actively pressing the heart towards the thighs. We're actively guiding the tailbone upward. So in the down dog posture, you're not just in a still position. You're noticing micro movements in the spine. The spine is continuously having micro movements because you're pressing your heart to your thighs and you're guiding your tailbone upward. We're encouraging the heels to release towards the mat, but we're also knowing the importance of being gentle with the body and moving slowly. From here, we'll take a breath. On the exhale, we're going to bend our right knee. You might have to slide your hands forward. Bend the right knee, gently place it on the mat. Now left arm is going to rise. Rotate your body towards the left. Left toes flow to the left. We're going to guide the left fingertips up to the sky. This is a variation of a side plank. Let your belly be hollow. Be mindful to guide your navel inward. You want your right wrist below your right shoulder. So adjust as necessary. Notice how your shoulders are stacking. If they're not, adjust. What a wonderful way to strengthen the ligaments and tendons in the arms and shoulders. So good for our body. From here, we're going to take another breath. On the exhale, we're going to guide the left arm to lower. Rotate the body so the body will point towards the mat. When it does, we're going to straighten the bending knee and connect back with down dog, spreading the fingers nice and widely. From the down dog position, let's go with the walking the dog, bending the right knee, left heel lowers to the mat, and then bending left knee, right heel lowers. So just alternate the knee bends and alternate the heel that's on the mat. This is called walking the dog, and we're also stretching out the calf muscles, strengthening arms and shoulders. So many wonderful benefits. On the next inhale, let's lift both of our heels off of the mat. And then on the release of breath, we're going to release the heels downward with straight legs. Now we focus on the left knee. Take a breath, guide your left knee to bend. Gently place your left knee on your mat. Align your left wrist in front of the left knee. Your shoulder is aligned over your left shoulder. Your shoulder is aligned over your left wrist, okay? Good stuff. Now we're focusing on the right arm. Let's breathe. Lift the right arm. Rotate the body to the right. The right toes point to the right. We have the right palm facing away from the body. What a wonderful flow in this side plank. Strengthening our core. Toning leg muscles. Promoting focus. So good for the body. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we release the breath, we release the right arm downward. Rotate the body. Your heart points towards your mat. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to slide the palms away from the body so we can bend our elbows. Notice how your elbows are directly below the shoulders. We're going to guide from the pointer to the pinky finger. All four fingers touch each other, and then bring your thumb close to the pointer finger. Guide your chin towards your collarbone. Keep your eyes open. Notice your heart rhythm. Let's take a breath, and we're going to flex the toe prints onto our mat. On the inhale of breath, we're going to lift the knees up off of the mat. Go at your own pace. Don't rush. In yoga, the slower the better, all right? So in yoga, it's good to move slowly. We want to really focus on the flow of breath. It's important for us to be purposeful in our movements. With our knees lifted off of the mat and our legs straight, this is called a dolphin pose. This is one variation We have the palms on the mat for this dolphin pose. Dolphin pose is also a gateway pose to our headstand and handstand. Awesome flow. From here, we can take another breath. Gently guide the knees towards the mat, and then let them rest softly on the mat, pointing toes. Lift your hands up. Rotate your hands in, let your palms touch. We're going to clasp our hands, clasp nice and tightly. Bring your hands back to the mat so your pinkies are touching towards the mat. Your hands are back on the mat, clasping tightly. Now, the next breath, let's guide the crown of the head. The crown of the head is the uppermost portion of the head. Guide that to your mat. Keep your eyes open. And now we're going to flex our toe prints onto the mat. With the toe prints on the mat, we're going to begin to lift the knees up. Let's breathe. Go slow. And if you feel uncomfortable, just bring your knees back onto your mat. Everybody's eyes are open. All right, so this is another variation of a dolphin pose. This is actually more of a shoulder stand. We're in the shoulder stand. And this is how we prepare to do our headstand. All right? And it's very good for us to have oxygen-rich blood flowing to the brain. All right? This improves our concentration, focus, very good for promoting alertness. Very good for our nervous and circulatory system. Take a deep breath. On the exhale, we're going to gently bend our knees and place them back onto the mat, guiding the navel inward. Point your toes so your toenails will be on the mat, and as you exhale, release your glutes to your heels. Release the fingers. Let your palms slide away from the body. We'll connect in a child's pose. Our resting posture, very good for supporting our nervous and circulatory system in this child's pose. We're also lengthening and strengthening the spine. As we allow the breath to connect with heart rhythm, on the next inhale, slowly begin to lift your head up. Rise up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Slide your hands closer to your knees. Lift your heart up. Notice how you're feeling at this moment in time. From here, we'll take a breath. We're going to lift the glutes up off of the heels. Palms touch. Next breath, let's guide the left sole of the foot to the mat. Left knee rising. Next breath, flex your right toe prints onto your mat. On the inhale, press the palms together, lift your heart, rise up at your own pace. Let's breathe, stepping the front foot, stepping forward. Excellent flow. Take another cleansing breath. Release the arms forward, elbows straighten. Palms are facing up. Think receiving goodness in the palms. Breathe into that thought. Exhale, release the arms outward and lift the heart. Allow the arms to release and lower all the way down. Excellent control. We're approximately 30 minutes into practice. A great time for a water break. I'm going to grab my water and come back. And for those that might have joined a little later, I'd like to introduce myself again. My name is Candace with Gentle Yoga for Everyone. Today we're flowing through a nice, gentle yoga flow to tone up our muscles, to promote concentration, to promote healthier bodies, all right? So as I go grab my water, if there's a yoga posture you'd like to flow through today, if you type it in the chat, I'll make sure we get to that posture, all right? So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab my water. Alrighty. That didn't take long. I will check the chat. And another thing about this live yoga class is I have my Zoom students, because I teach yoga on Zoom as well. So I have my Zoom yoga students on the class. So we've got a yoga community. And also, if you've liked the class so far, please consider hitting the like button. It helps the algorithm and it helps me strengthen the channel so I can do more yoga for you all. And we can do more yoga together. And also remember, as you're practicing, if you should feel like you need some water or even a break, don't wait for me to say, let's take a break. Don't wait for me to say, let's do child's pose. If you need a break anytime during practice, go ahead and take the child's pose. And child's pose is you on your knees, guiding the arms forward. You could either have knees together or you can have knees separated for a wide-legged child's pose. All right, so child's pose is our resting posture that we can take to at any time during practice. Welcome back, welcome back. All righty, so we are going to resume seated. And we can keep actually we should have our mat in, well, you know what, we can keep it in vertical. Let's be nice and flexible. Let's be flexible. All right, so we are in a seated posture on our mat, which is vertical. Let's place the left leg in front. This will guide us to easy pose. We'll relax the arms on the legs with a lifted heart and relaxing shoulders. All right, so you want the low jaw to be relaxed. And by relaxing the low jaw, that allows you to guide the tongue to rest in your low jaw. Let's be purposeful in the breath. We want to breathe slowly but deep. We want a full breath. And we want to guide as much air as we can into the lungs. And we lift our heart up as we're doing that. On the exhale, we relax the shoulders. Release the breath. So let's continue with this purposeful breathing so we can increase the oxygen levels into the bloodstream to make our bodies stronger. Connect with the texture of your breath, the coolness of the breath on the inhale. Connect with how the chest is rising and releasing downward. Also notice the abdominal wall. Notice how on your exhale, the belly flows inward. Awesome flow. Let's blink the eyes open a little wider. And on the inhale, we're going to guide the arms to extend outward and upward. Go at your own pace. Lift your heart as the arms flow upward. On the exhale, rotate the arms in and let your palms touch each other. See if you can guide your arms to either side of your head, but if that's uncomfortable, just do what you can. If your arms are touching your head and you want to go deeper, take a breath and reach your hands upward and guide the arms behind your head. Lifting the heart, and we're guiding the navel inward. Yes. What a wonderful flow. From here, we're going to take another breath and then slowly release the palms outward. Keep your fingers straight and see how slowly you can lift your arms downward. See how slowly, but keeping the heart lifted, keeping the belly inward. Yeah, so really engage that abdominal wall, and we meet up at shoulder level with the arms. The breath guides the arms to flow forward, and guide yourself to parallel arms. From here, left arm rises and crosses. Make an X with the arms, elbows are straight, fingers straight. Next breath, bend the elbows, lift the heart, and fingertips float to the sky. On your exhale, your left arm, which should be on top, begins to release the left hand downward. Let your left palm face up and guide your left arm to rotate. So your palms flow towards each other. Now, it's okay if your palms don't touch. Everybody has a different level of flexibility. Don't strain. In yoga, you should not feel discomfort, okay? And my yoga platform is gentle yoga for everyone, so we want to really focus on just being really kind and gentle to our bodies. This is how we strengthen the ligaments and tendons in the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingers. So good for the body. Also, we activate muscles in the shoulders as well, upper back. Let's take a cleansing breath through the nose. And as we release the breath, release if your palms are touching, release the arms and begin to untwist. Guide your hands to lower, arms flow back to shoulder level. Next breath, top arm rises, uncrosses, returning us to the parallel arm position. Now, focus on opposite arm, should be the right arm rising and crossing. Once there, the breath guides elbows to bend and go at your own pace, guiding your fingertips to the sky. Right arm should be on top, breathe deep. On the exhale, release that right hand downward, let your right palm face up, begin to rotate the arm to a twisting, guiding the palms towards each other as best as you can with a lifted heart. Be sure to relax your shoulders and breathe deep. From here, we'll take another breath. And as we release, we're going to release the palms and untwist. Lower the hands, guiding the elbows back to straighten. Top arm rises, uncrosses. We guide both knees to lift. Uncross the legs, lower the hands down. Guide the feet forward, flexing the feet actively. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, release towards the front wall. Think about the heart flowing forward. Focus on your heart as you release forward, guiding the chin towards the collarbone. Let me see, I think I have a message here. Robert. Alrighty, good stuff. I like it when my family joins my lives and drops messages in. Thank you, cousin, for joining. All right, so I hope you're stretching forward slowly. And just be mindful to really relax. Relax each time you exhale. Focus on softening. Focus on noticing your heart rhythm. What a wonderful flow. What we'll do now is we're going to take an inhale. We're going to lift the heart up and the body rises up. Palms face each other. We're guiding the navel inward and we're actively lifting the heart. Notice all the length in our spine. Awesome. Notice how the feet are flexing and take a full breath. On the exhale, we're going to release forward and we guide the heart forward. That's what flows forward first is our heart. And then naturally, the body lowers, the arms lower. We just want to keep our focus on the heart. The chin begins to flow inward towards the collarbone. We just think about maybe the same sensation that we get when we lie down on our bed and just allow the body to relax. So just connect with that same sensation. From here, we're going to take a breath and we're going to rise up slowly, lifting the heart up. The body rises, the arms flow upward, palms face each other. We lift the heart up. On the exhale, release the arms outward and downward. Control and focus. We're going to guide our fingertips towards the mat. Slide the hands behind us. Guide your shoulder blades to touch each other. Your fingertips pointing in the same direction as your feet, heart lifted, feet flexing. Actively press the ball of the foot away from the body as we connect in a staff pose. Awesome flow. From here, we'll take a breath. We'll guide both knees to bend. Slide the hands forward. Use the arms to embrace the thighs. See if you can lift your feet up. If that's uncomfortable to lift the feet with your hands on your thighs, just place your hands behind you. You can use your hands back to support as well. Okay? Awesome flow. Now we're going to guide the left foot to rise. So good for the body. This is how we tone our leg muscles, engage our core. On the release of breath, we're going to release that left foot all the way back down. Keep lifting the heart up. Next inhale, right foot rises, breathe, lift the heart up. What an awesome flow. So good for the body. On the exhale of breath, we're going to release that right foot all the way down. Guide the soles of the feet to the mat. Release your legs if you're holding them. Knees splay outward. So the soles of the feet touch. Rock your knees from side to side. Let's go ahead and lift the sit bones up. Use your hands to lift your sit bones off of the mat. Guide your pelvis forward. Rock your knees from side to side. Want to invite more openness into the hips. Activate hip flexors. On the exhale, guide the sit bones onto the mat. Arms are forward. From here, we'll take a breath and we are going to relax our arms. This is called a cobbler pose. Soles of the feet flowing towards each other, the lifted heart, knees splaying apart in cobbler pose. Inhale, arms rise up, extend the feet outward, palms face each other. Now we're in a wide-legged seated posture. Take a deep breath. Lift the heart as you're inhaling. On the exhale, left arm lowers in front. We're going to place that left palm on the mat. Actively flex your feet and breathe deep. From here, we're going to take another breath. On the exhale, we're going to release now towards that left leg. Walk your left fingertips away from the body. Keep your right sit bone on the mat. Keep pressing the heart forward. And you're going to gaze up at the sky. Listen to your body and be gentle with your body. All right, so no straining. We want to keep guiding the navel inward. And what happens is, the longer we stay in this posture, gravity just naturally allows the body to release into the posture a little deeper. All right, so some of the benefits in this wide-legged side fold are that we are opening the hips, toning legs, strengthening spine, improving our posture. So many wonderful benefits. So now on the inhale, we're going to lift the heart and we're going to rise up. Go slow. Let your left arm rise up. Return to parallel arms. Feet are still flexing. The heart is lifted. Shoulders relaxed. Let's take a cleansing breath. On the exhale, right arm lowers in front. We're going to place that right palm on our mat. Left arm rises. Let's breathe. On the exhale, we're going to release towards the right leg. Walk your right fingertips forward. The slower, the better. Take your time. Always let your breath be your guide. We keep flexing our feet. We keep guiding our navel inward. We're gazing upward. We're noticing the flow of breath. So good for the body. Let's take another breath. And as we exhale, just let the body relax a little more, finding peace within this pose. On the next inhale, we'll lift the heart up. We'll rise up slowly. Go at your own pace. Breathe, rise up. Right arm flows upward. We return back to the neutral spine position. Guide the arms closer so the palms touch. On the exhale of breath, release the elbows to bend and press your palms together actively. See how slowly you can lower the arms? Very good control and focus. Press, press, lift your heart, guide your navel inward. We're going to meet up at heart center. Thumbs resting in front of the sternum. The sternum protects the heart. The sternum is a bone that protects the heart. Relax your shoulders. From here, let's squeeze the kneecaps. Encourage your heels to lift off of the mat or floor. So lift up the heels by squeezing kneecaps, lifting the heart up. The next breath guides the legs to flow closer to each other. Guide your feet to flow towards each other until your thighs touch. Take another breath, lift the heart a little more. On the exhale, release the arms forward. Elbows straighten, release the arms down. Let's begin to bend the knees, slide to the top of the mat. We're about to lie down. From here, we'll simply place our hands to touch the back of the thigh. And then on the exhale, slowly lower your body one vertebrae at a time. Guiding the navel inward. Relax the arms and shoulders. Your head releases, straighten legs. All right. This final yoga posture is called our Shavasana. We lie flat with the long, straight spine, eyes closed, and this is the time that we dedicate to ourselves. This is a time that we only focus on ourselves. You just want to focus on your heart. How is your heart beating? Right? Notice, don't try to alter anything. All right? You want to just allow your breath to be slow. And you just want to notice how the heart is beating. Allow your breath to connect with your heart rhythm. As you follow your breath inward, connect with peace, connect with calm and focus. Breathe deep. As we maintain this moment of concentration and focus, guide your awareness to your toes. Allow the toes to bend and straighten. Wiggle your toes back and forth. Breathe deep and allow your feet to move from side to side. The breath will guide your feet to circle. And then the next breath allows you to squeeze and release your calf muscles. Guide your awareness to the calf muscles, gentle squeezes and releases. Kneecap squeeze and release. Allow your fingers to bend and straighten. Allow your hands to circle. Activate your wrist. Next breath, be sure to circle your hands in both directions. Relax your hands, and on your inhale, we're going to lift shoulders up towards the sky. On the exhale, we're going to guide the shoulder blades back down to the mat, relaxing arms. Focusing on facial muscles, allow your jaw to release downward. Make a big O with your mouth, like a yawn breath. Yes. And then as you exhale, Guide your low jaw from left to right. Move your lips from left to right and begin to wiggle your nose. We're going to blink the eyes open. With the eyes open, let's take an inhale and bend the knees. And we're going to gently place the soles of the feet on the mat, knees bending. Next breath fills our lungs. As we release the breath, turn your body to the left. Left elbow bends. We're going to turn our body and guide it to a fetal position on our left side, using the arm closest to the mat as a pillow for our head. From here, take a breath. Place your hands in front of chest. Slowly, slowly. We're going to press the body upright, not rushing. Take your time. We're going to guide ourselves to any position that's comfortable for us right now. Once you're in that comfortable seated position, relax shoulders, lift your heart up, gaze downward, and just have a reflectful moment to notice how you're feeling right now. Notice how you feel and breathe. On your inhale breath, guide the arms outward and upward. Lift your heart up. Lungs fill completely. Rotate arms so your palms touch. Release the elbows to bend. Keep your heart lifted as you're bending elbows. Keep guiding that navel inward. Let's connect at heart center and take a full breath. As we exhale, we're going to release and fold forward. Let's remember to not rush life. Savor and enjoy present moments. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thank you all for joining. For those that might have joined class a little later, my name is Candace, Gentle Yoga for Everyone. If you like the practice, please hit the like and subscribe. I'll see you on your mat soon. Bye.